Hey everyone, this is Pete. If you've hung around this channel for any great length of time, you'll doubtless know that Star Raiders for Atari 8-bit is one of my favourite video games of all time. In fact, the same is true for many Atari 8-bit enthusiasts out there. The game has long been regarded as the platform's killer app, despite being a relatively early release for it. Star Raiders is originally the work of Doug Neubauer, who developed the game over the course of somewhere between 8 and 10 months while he was working for Atari. His intention for the game was to create an action-oriented variant on the popular text-based Star Trek game, which first appeared on mainframe computers in the early 1970s. In Star Trek, which was developed in the public domain and thus widely ported and expanded over the years, the player is cast in the role of the captain of the Starship Enterprise and challenged to protect a region of the galaxy and a series of starbases from Klingon attack. Using simple commands and text-based output, Star Trek was an exciting early example of computer games. But with it being a turn-based game delivered entirely through on-screen text, or computer printouts in the case of its original mainframe incarnation, there was always going to be scope for a real-time take on the game once computer hardware was up to the job. Neubauer figured that Atari home computers had what it took for a full, real-time take on Star Trek. After all, the original Star Trek game had been successfully ported to various dialects of BASIC in the mid to late 1970s, so there was definitely the scope for using the Atari 8-bit's more advanced features to great effect. For example, the game's distinctive visuals make use of the system's 4-color 160 by 96 graphics mode known as Antic Mode D or Graphics 7. Manipulating the internal graphical instructions known as the display list on the Atari allows multiple graphics modes and color palettes to be used on screen simultaneously, and in Star Raiders this is used to create the text-based status panel at the bottom of the screen. This also uses a custom character set to display sci-fi looking information, rather than simply using the built-in system font. The moving objects in the game make use of the Atari's hardware sprites, known as player missile graphics, and are calculated in full 3D space rather than simply floating around on screen. Even the particles of debris that appear when ships are destroyed are positioned in 3D space, rather than simply drawn on screen. Though this is the one thing the Atari's poor 6502 processor chip visibly struggles a bit with. And to complete the early 80s immersion, the on-screen action is complemented by a plethora of sound effects produced by the Atari 8-bit's Pokey sound chip, which Neubauer himself had actually played a part in designing. Impressively, all these features fit into just 8K of ROM for the game's code and data, and the game only needed 8K of RAM to actually work. This means that it runs on any Atari 8-bit computer, from the earliest Atari 400 and 800 models right up to the later 128K Atari 130XE. It's fair to say that Doug Neubauer knew what he was doing, and further evidence of this can be seen in some of his subsequent games for Atari, despite the fact that he left the company for Hewlett-Packard while Star Raiders was still in the prototyping phase. If you've ever come across the stunning Solaris, Radar Lock or Super Football from the late 80s second wind of the Atari 2600, you'll have witnessed how this man was legendary for his ability to make incredibly limited hardware absolutely sing. But I digress. So what is Star Raiders? Well, like in the old Star Trek game, you're sat in the captain's chair of a powerful starship, and it's your job to single-handedly protect a region of the galaxy and the starbases contained therein from attack. This time around, the enemy of the hour is the Xylon Empire, who are absolutely definitely nothing to do with the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. Using a combination of a galactic map, long-range scanner and first-person views, it's your job to warp from sector to sector, obliterating all the Xylons along the way and making sure that the starbases don't get surrounded and subsequently destroyed. The quicker and more efficiently you do that, the better your final rating. Rather than being a straight shoot-'em-up, Star Raiders incorporates a number of simulation-style elements which would go on to influence many subsequent space games, such as Origin's Wing Commander franchise and LucasArts' X-Wing series. Besides simply aiming and shooting, you have control over your ship's speed and systems, and carefully managing your energy becomes of paramount importance on the game's higher difficulty levels. Not only that, but real-time really does mean real-time. The Xylons don't wait for you, whatever you're doing. That means you could end up attacked while looking at the galactic map, an enemy fleet could move out of the sector you're presently warping to, and taking too long to deal with enemies in one part of the galaxy could leave another in serious danger. This element of the game living without your intervention was extremely rare to see at the time of Star Raiders' original release, though later Atari games such as Final Legacy and indeed Star Raiders 2 would run with the idea and explore it further. There have been a few versions of Star Raiders over the years, including the original Atari 8-bit version, a port to the Atari 5200 console which added some relatively minor but well regarded features, an overly ambitious and rather stripped back version for Atari 2600, and a lovely looking 16-bit version for ST. And now, a brand new enhanced version by Digital Eclipse, included as part of Atari 50, the anniversary celebration for PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox. This is the ultimate Star Raiders. It may not be the purest Star Raiders experience, but by golly it's good. So, we're going to go and play it for a bit. Okay, here we are with the enhanced version of Star Raiders found in Atari 50, the anniversary celebration. This is a really cool version of Star Raiders. I say enhanced, it hasn't changed the fundamental gameplay. All it's done is it's added a few visual bells and whistles, and it's done some rather sensible control mapping, which make it much easier to play on a modern controller. So this is based on the Atari 5200 version, which, as you may recall from the Atari A to Z flashback series, had a slightly awkward control scheme on a modern controller because it originally used the keypad on the Atari 5200's controller to manage pretty much everything, including speed and whether your attack computer was on and switching between displays and all sorts of things like that. But what we've got here is they've actually bothered to map the controls properly, for one thing. They've adjusted how some of the controls work, most notably how the speed control works. Excuse me. And they've added all these visual bells and whistles around the outside. Again, nothing major there. And they've designed those to look sort of authentically 70s, if you will. So this looks like sort of, I don't know, retro future tech, I guess you'd call it. So, we press B to select difficulty. We're playing the Switch version here. And press the plus button to start the game. So, and you'll see the logo up in the upper right corner depicts which version of the game you're going to play. I'm going to be brave today. I'm going to try the Warrior mission, because I can quite comfortably complete... I can obviously complete the Novice mission very easily, because that is extremely easy. I can do Pilot reasonably easily as well. So we're going to have a go at Warrior today. I'm not ready for Commander yet, because that is very difficult. But let's have a go. So, we begin, as always. We have the analog control from the 5200 version. So that's mapped quite nicely to the analog stick. You can select your views by using the right stick with this rotary menu here. So you can switch between galactic chart, forward view, long range scan, and rear view. So before we do anything, let's crash into an asteroid and die. Excellent. Posthumous rank is Garbage Scour Captain. Alright, let's try that again. So, first thing we want to do is we want to turn on the attack computer and turn on our shields. Which button is that? I've forgotten. No, that's tracking view. Shields. There we go. Right. So what we can do then, we can use the trigger buttons to adjust our speed. And you'll see there's a throttle indicator up at the top of the screen. Let's switch to the galactic chart. Oh my god, there's a lot more enemies in this mode than in, than in the earlier difficulties. So, let's pick one of them. And off we go. And in the Warrior difficulty, you have to steer in hyperspace and try and keep that little marker in the middle. To make sure you end up in the right place. So we're looking for the baddies. Oh, someone behind us, I think. Where are you? Oh, there's someone. Oh god, damaged already. Subspace radio damaged already. Oh, an engine's just... This is not going well. Computer damage. Everything is broken. Well, that's good. At least we know that there's one target somewhere in this sector, but we can't see it because everything's broken. So let's just warp over to a starbase and get fixed. Establish orbit with starbase. Sure, except I don't know where it is because my computer's broken. So we can use the long-range scan to hopefully approach it. Forward view. Where is the starbase? Is it? I've never been particularly good at making use of this long-range scan. I think it's like supposed to represent a top-down view. But that doesn't appear to quite be working correctly. Oh, there it is. Right, just approach carefully. And orbit established. There we go. There's the little drone coming to repair us and restore our energy. And there's a starbase surrounded already. So, and it's this one, conveniently. So, let's go do something about that. One thing you might notice is that some of the sound effects sound a little bit wonky in this. The reason for that is that the default way that the enhanced mode plays here is it actually simulates playing it on an overclocked 5200. So that's intended to counter the slowdown that occurs when there's things like the particle effects on screen. But the side effect of that is that it messes up a few of the sounds, which is a bit of a shame. So what we'll do, if I don't survive this, which I suspect I'm probably not going to, what we'll do is we'll switch it back to the enhanced mode without the overclocking. And the sound effects should be a bit more authentic then. Come on, where are you? There you are. Alright, so that's one down. Now starbase is no longer surrounded, so it's safe for now. Missed. In fact, is it possible to change that in mid-game? Let's have a look. Let me change it to just enhanced mode. I don't know if you can switch dynamically in that. Oh, you can! That's good. Right, perfect. Okay, so now we should have an experience that's a little bit more authentic to the original in terms of frame rate and slowdown, but we still get all the cool enhanced features. Right, where are you? Come on, where are you? There you are. What have you got? There, come here. Ouch! No! Oh no. Everything's broken. No, my attack computer's broken. That's one of the most annoying things to have break, because it makes it very difficult to find things. So yeah, you can see a bit of that slowdown happening now. Which is much more how I remember Star Raiders playing. Like I said in the intro, it's one area where the Atari 6502 processor struggled a bit because it lacked the built-in mathematical functions that was required to make those particle effects work efficiently. So it could do them, but it struggled a bit. That's why you get the slowdown. Oh, there's so many enemies in this mode. I'm gonna get repaired. The one advantage, the one positive, I will say, is that all of the enemies appear to be coming from this one starbase. Alright, where is the bloody starbase? Is it right in front of us? Is it? Oh, no, wrong button. No. There it is. Orbit established. I'm a master of flying without my attack computer. I'm like that guy in that one space movie. I think it was called Star Wars or something. God, yeah, they're all coming over here, aren't they? That's ridiculous. Alright. Bring it on. Oh, no, don't turn shields off. That's not sensible. Alright, come on, you little buggers. Where are you? Ow! Oh no! What has been destroyed this time? My engines. These shields are terrible. Because although they prevent you from getting destroyed, just a single hit is all it takes to knacker one of your systems, it seems. Come on, come here. Nice. Alright. Target eliminated. I can take on another squadron without engines. Who needs engines? If I have no engines, they'll think I'm a sitting duck and they'll come straight to me. See? Strategy. There you are. Come here. And another. I see you. Oh, you... No! You broke... Oh, that's alright. Oh no, you're breaking my long-range scan. That's going to make finding the starbase nearly impossible. Sector scan destroyed. Cool. Cool. Well, that's all good, isn't it? Oh, I do still have my attack computer, actually. So, it's not the end of the world. Right. Fix me again, please. Sorry. Sorry to keep doing this. But, you know. Me again. Star Cruiser 7, could you please try and take better care of that bloody starship? It was very expensive. Right, galactic chart. They're all heading the other way now. Right, I should probably take out the ones up front first, shouldn't I? Or should I go down here? That's quite a long warp, but let's do it. Right, I'm on the case. Oh no, you broke my long-range scan again. Stop hitting me. Sector scan destroyed. Come here. I know you're down there. There you are. A bit of dynamic computer tracking. Fire the rear cannons. Oh, the controls are backwards in that view. I don't normally use that, but I think you need to use it a bit more in this difficulty mode. All right. Let's deal with these chaps. And they've moved. Come on. Long range scan, I'm fine. I don't need long range scan. Not sure what the sector scan not working means though. I thought it might mean it wouldn't tell you how many targets there are, but that's obviously not the case because the target display is working. One more target. I love that little red LED thing up in the corner. That's so, like I say, retro future tech. That's such a cool little interface element. Where are you? You're behind me. Oh, it's so hard to aim looking backwards. Because the controls are reversed. There we go. Nicely done. Right. Onwards. We're not doing too badly, actually. I'm doing a lot better than I expected. Despite repeatedly taking obscene amounts of damage. But it's okay. I can live without the long range scan. Excuse me. Missed. Don't know if you can hear that, but there is some added vibration effects in this as well. Which is cool. So you can sort of feel the hyperspace engines spinning up. Die! And you. Nice. Okay. Doing pretty well. Alright, let's take on one of these larger squadrons. Energy levels not looking too bad at the minute. Like I say, as long as we can try and avoid taking damage as much as possible, we should be okay. And make better use of this rear view. And also trying to shoot down the enemy's shots is an effective way to avoid taking damage. Right, where is the other one? Down here. Oh, he's miles away. And getting further away. Right, tracking off. Forward view. So if you're not familiar with what all those numbers and stuff are doing at the bottom, the bottom row is the important one for finding enemies. So the... Ouch! Attack computer damaged. But not destroyed. Not destroyed. Yeah, the left number is your horizontal displacement from them. So you're sort of heading. And the middle number is your vertical displacement from them. And then the last number is your range from them. If it's positive, they're in front of you. If it's negative, they are behind you. Let's go get some repairs. Just so things don't get worse. Have I missed? No, we're in the right sector. So where is the... There's the starbase. Orbit established. I'm doing my best. I don't think I've ever actually played on this difficulty level before, so I'm actually reasonably pleased with how things are going so far. Right, they're coming for this one, so let's go help them out. Starbases in this will only get destroyed if they remain surrounded for too long. So as long as you... Oh, it's a base star. It's a Xylon base star, definitely not a Cylon base star, remember? Yeah, starbases only get destroyed if they're surrounded for too long. So as long as you can stop them from being surrounded, you can actually keep things relatively safe. So that's where a sort of light strategic element of the game comes in, because it means that you can sort of pick and choose your targets a bit to make sure that then... Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. Right, well... Me again. Sigh. Right, that should be in front of me. There it is. See, getting the hang of this. See, in the lower difficulty levels, you don't really need to use a lot of the additional features like the computer tracking, the aft view, and the long-range scan. But on this difficulty level, you really do. You need to use all of them. Right, who is next? You are next. Which is cool. Like I say, I've been... Missed. Oh dear, missed by a lot. I say, I've historically been too much of a coward to play anything other than novice and pilot level, because I just like playing this game as a sort of ego stroking session. Ouch. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, no. Crashing into asteroids when exiting hyperspace. That's... The photon's destroyed. Oh. Yeah, like I say, I've traditionally liked to play this as a sort of ego stroking session where I can just enjoy the game and not have to worry too much about anything on the easy levels. But I think in future I might just play on this level because it's a lot more interesting. It's a lot more fun. The challenge is really nicely balanced. Because I feel like I could do better than I'm doing. But also at the same time, it's not so ridiculously difficult that it's impossible to complete. Oh no! So like, despite the mishaps we've had so far, those have just made this PlayStation more interesting. They haven't made it like obscenely difficult or anything or frustrating. They've made it more enjoyable. Where are you? Where are you? Ouch! Oh no! Why you damaged my torpedoes? Oh, they're destroyed again! Bloody hell. Need to stop crashing into asteroids. Alright, go on, Starbase. Fix me up again. Thank you very much. Right. This time, let's not crash into any asteroids while exiting hyperspace, please. There we go. Much better. Right. Where are you? 2 targets left. There's one of them. And I think I saw one of them heading... There we go. Base start. Die. Die. You've destroyed my photon torpedoes again. Oh, this is unacceptable. Where's the starbase? Am I in the wrong sector? No, I'm just a long way from it. Forward view. Right, come on. It's so far away it's difficult to point at it. Right, there we are. Now we're a bit closer. There you are. Me again. Just stopping by for a quick visit. Nothing to see here. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with my ship. I haven't broken the ship. I mean, I might have broken the photon torpedoes. I might have done that. That might be a thing that happened. But aside from that, everything's going swimmingly. Right. This little squadron here is my nemesis. I'm going to kill them. No! No! Oh, it's just fucking torpedoes again. Unbelievable. See, again, those asteroids, never a problem in the lower difficulty levels. But here, they are a pain. Orbit established. Didn't you just stop it? No. No, that was someone else. That was another star pilot. Thank you. Right. I feel like there might be more asteroids in some of these sectors. I don't know if it's gone to the trouble to sort of modelling the galaxy map in such a way that certain areas have like an asteroid, but no, not again. Not again. Why is it always bloody photons? Yeah, I don't know if he went to the trouble to actually model different parts of the galaxy as having different features like an asteroid belt or something like that, but given what I know about this game and about Doug Neubauer, I wouldn't put it past him. You know, I wouldn't put it past him for him to simulate there being more meteors around in that sort of southern section of the map. Right, come on now, this is ridiculous. Let's go take on a different squadron. No, 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 no. Oh, just subspace radio this time. That's okay. That's okay. That just means the galactic map doesn't update properly, which we can live with that for now. We can live with that for now. Oh, shh! I can't do it. My photon's being destroyed again, though. Oh, this is absurd. Absolutely absurd. But I'm having a good time. And that's the important thing. Right. You are going down! No. There's no one here. There's no one here. They moved. Because of course they did. No. Oh no. Guess what's been destroyed? Guess what's been destroyed? Ouch. I feel like I'm going to have to start coming out of hyperspace with photons blasting just to destroy any meteors that might be in the way. In fact, I might try that. That's not a terrible idea. Right, come on. Fix me up again. Right. I say, at least the enemies are down to manageable numbers to such a degree that they're not surrounding star bases, because they can't at the moment. Alright, one more target. One more target. Where are you? You're quite a way away. Avoid the meteors. Come on, where are you? Come on, kill me. There you are. Never quite sure if the little radar thing in the bottom right is helpful or not, because sometimes it feels like it's not actually following where the enemy is. So I don't know if I'm just reading it wrong. I don't know if I'm just reading it wrong or if it really doesn't work properly, but either way, sometimes it's helpful and sometimes it isn't. I tend to find it's good for getting a general idea of which direction the enemy's in. Come on, come here. Come and get me. Fine, I'll come and get you. Ouch! Stop it. Stop it. Hit him. Oh no, but it's the photons. It's the photons. At least we're out of that zone of death in the south end of the map. Which is something. There you are. Ah, hello! So you are the star pilot who has had 37 repairs in the last 10 minutes. That's me. Yes, that's me. Guilty as charged. I'm keeping the galaxy safe, though. See? There's significantly less Xylon presence here than there was when I started. And I'm not dead. So I call that Oh no, not again. Not again. I call that a success. It's a success until it's a failure. And it's not a failure yet. So I suspect I'm probably not going to get a great ranking for this though. Because I'm pretty sure you could do this much more quickly and much more skilled than I'm demonstrating here. But like I say, this is the first ever time I've played this difficulty level, so bear with me, I guess. Alright, they are really going for that starbase now, aren't they? So let's go and sort them right out. Death to all meteors. Death to all Xylons. There's only one Xylon here. But where? Where are you, Xylon? You're behind me. Oh no, oh no! Well, that's what happens if your shields get destroyed. Oh, that was going so well as well. That's upsetting. Still, it happens. Star Cruiser 7 destroyed. Posthumous rank is Galactic Cook. Class 2. Which is actually not a terrible posthumous rank. At least I'm not a garbage scout captain. Anyway, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So I hope you did too. So yeah, if you're yet to pick up Atari 50th Anniversary Celebration, this is a magnificent collection of not just Atari games, but also Atari memorabilia, interview footage. It really is an interactive documentary. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece of work. One of the best sort of game history releases that I think I've seen. So yeah, I highly recommend picking it up. Anyway, shame that ended in such disappointment, but hopefully it gave you a good idea of how that enhanced version of Star Raiders plays. So it just remains for me to say, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.